Okay, I'm going to talk about the full moon in Taurus. Obviously, psychologically, the full moon is in Taurus, so it's very grounding. It's very grounding. So creativity is one of the main keys with this full moon in Taurus. We've got to remember that the moon represents the instinctive self. The instinctive self is the self which is naturally what it is, whereas the sun represents the projection. So it needs to project itself, so it knows that the projection of what it is, which is the egocentric position of where it needs to go, whereas the moon is instinctively the way it is, so therefore it remains that position. Now, when we look at the moon in Taurus, we also have Jupiter, which is retrograde. The retrograde always is the placement of going back or accomplishing tasks that haven't been accomplished or that haven't been finished. Jupiter is another symbological meaning for Ptah, which also has that word within it in itself. Jupiter also represents Horus. Jupiter represents the sun, but not the sun per se, the solar sun, or the light in astrology. So I would say Jupiter represents the childlike sun, because, or should I say the childlike, or the infant child, because the child decides, or the child touches everything and is absorbed by everything because it feels that it needs to connect to everything. Now with Jupiter retrograde, it allows one to tap into the inner resources of the moon because of its connection in Taurus as well. Jupiter in Taurus and the moon, which is instinctive. So in a sense, the type of energy that it gives you, is the resources to tap in fully, because of the instinctive moon which is within, and the Jupiter energy which is also in. So it grounds energy down to earth. It really grounds you down to earth. So it's a good time to cleanse your crystals right now. Cleansing your crystals through the water is a great time, especially for those who are using the new moon in Scorpio, which is, the new beginning. You could have the beginning of intimate relationships, the beginning of bonding relationships, the beginning of, those type of resources that could be coming in, and then you manifest it in Taurus when the moon goes in it. Because you have to remember that Scorpio is a water sign and Taurus is an earth sign, so one feeds one another because they're compatible in that energy. Obviously we have other influences which affect in the time of the moon in Scorpio and the stars. We have also other effects such as Elenin, which obviously passed by or is passing by. We have the effect of 9/11, 11, and we have also the effect of the 10th 11, which is a line for 11111. Okay, so that obviously this is a great time for meditation also, due to the fact that it is very grounding, The experience of meditation that one will experience during this time is very grounding and very powerful for expanding one's consciousness, if one wants to be able to observe clearer and understand how your thoughts might be operating. this is one of the best times to meditate, one of the best times. So anything to do with practical work and artistic work, including writing, including drawing, anything to do with creation and building, this is one of the best time in terms of receiving, in terms of you know, money and stuff like that. People that have their Jupiter in the second house and the moon in that second house with other aspects and stuff, very, very powerful too. Very, very powerful.